don't even let's not even play the track. I'm gonna sing the whole thing.
August 2010, I remember it like it was yesterday. I got on Facebook, and a mutual musician friend of mine posted a video of a Beyonce Single Ladies live band remix. The only thing I could think of after that was, who is this? I sent him an inbox message asking him if he could accompany me on my YouTube videos, because at the time I was doing all of my videos a cappella, and I needed somebody to play just to make my videos better. And when I heard his playing, I was just so taken aback, and I was so impressed, and he was anointed, and that was the thing that caught my eye.
I remember checking my YouTube channel one day, and in my inbox there was a letter or a note from a Shiloh, and she said, hey, I really like your music. I like your style, and you sound amazing. And she had asked me, she was like, well, I sing on my YouTube page, and I was wondering, like, if you wouldn't mind putting music to my songs on YouTube, or my vocals for my YouTube page. And she was very, very, like, respectful. She didn't want me to feel as if, she expected me to do it for free, because she respected my gift, and I appreciated that.
I didn't really think that he would say yes, but he responded the next day.
Well, I hit her back and was like, sure, of course, you can, I'll do it, no problem. Because her voice was anointed, and two, because she respected me, and that's all it really takes. Like, I immediately believed in her anointing. I immediately believed in her as a person, and just in what God was gonna do with her. I immediately saw that, so I want to be a part of it.
And I was like, yay! So once we agreed to do that together, we exchanged emails.
We wanted to go over the, formalities, what our real names were, where we were from.
I sent him a little voice note seeing how he would play to my singing, basically.
A vocal of her singing with Blood, and she was like, see what you can do with this. And I was like, okay. And I sent it. I played to it, then I sent it to her. And I was nervous to hear what she had to say, because her vocal was like, her voice was just so beautiful. And it's like, I want to make sure that the music I put behind it is perfect, and that I'm not overplaying, or I'm not doing it enough justice, whatever the case may be.
And when he sent me the voice note, I had to post it to YouTube because it was just incredible. Shortly after that, we kind of lost contact.
I got a few musical opportunities, and I had to leave town and tour a few places.
Later on, he requested me on Facebook. We just kind of were on each other's friends lists for a little bit. Like, we didn't really say anything to each other. And then shortly after that, I was doing my Shiloh Presents Favorites. And this was probably back in February of this year, 2011. And I knew that I wanted to incorporate musicians in my favorites, so he was the first musician that I asked.
Which I was indefinitely honored to do that. Like, it was a privilege for me to do that. I was like, favorites. Wow, okay, I'm your favorite. She was like, yeah, you're one of my favorites. Just set my little studio up and did interview for her, and spending my time making sure it was the best, because I don't know why I was just so enamored with, and taken over with, like, making sure she was always impressed with me, because I wanted to impress her. I'm still like that.
The favorite. I want to thank her for um, adding me to her favorites list, as well as all the rest of you.
That's when I think I really started to realize that this man was handsome. Right after he sent me his video for Shiloh's favorites, I had to sing. I had to sing somewhere in Chicago.
Hey, I need a really big favor. I have to sing at an event, and I need the tracks done. I asked some other people, and they're not able to do it. Could you please do it for me? And because we had lost contact the last time, when I had originally told her that I was willing to help her and we was gonna start doing that, I knew I owed it to her to just do it.
And he was just like, I got you. Don't even worry about it. And it just, I don't know, it just made me feel like this guy is really sweet. This guy is really nice. This guy is really cool to do all of this stuff for me and doesn't even know who I am. And so he did the tracks for me in probably like 3 days. And he sent me the first track, which was the Press in Your Presence by Shayna Wilson. Press in your presence, leave all my cares behind me. For I will be whole, I'll still butter you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind, there's no one like. Once he sent me those 2 tracks, I couldn't pay him, I didn't really know how to successfully thank him in a way that he would understand that I was truly grateful for what he had done for me. And so I figured, you know what, let me find his phone number and call him.
My phone rang. And so, I look at this phone, I look at the area code, and in my heart, I knew it was her. I knew it was her calling me. And I picked up the phone. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Do you know this is?
I have a pretty good idea.
It's Shiloh.
Hey, Shiloh, how you doing?
I'm good, Daniel. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm surprised you called, but alright.
I actually just wanted to call to say thank you for the tracks. They were really, really good. And I figured I already had your phone number when you gave it to me a while back. So I wanted to put it to good use. So, yeah.
Oh, well, I definitely appreciate it. It's an honor being able to do something like that for you. So, and I'm glad you finally went ahead and used the phone number. I can't believe you called me. She doesn't talk like she sings, so when I heard her, it was even like better hearing her talk, like, and so we had this amazing conversation, and it was just like, wow. And all I can remember is talking and talking and talking and talking, and just not wanting to get off the phone.
So during the first phone call, we basically just talked like we had known each other for years. And he was very sweet and very nice, and I was very giggly and just very thankful for the tracks that he had done for me. And I remember he kept saying, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. And it was just kind of surreal, I felt like, I literally felt like I was
talking to her was so enjoyable. I wanted to know her. I wanted to know all about her.
The feelings were mutual. So it was a really good moment. He sent me a message via Facebook, and I remember waking up the next day and seeing the message from him and just almost being smitten already that he had put something in my inbox. And when I opened the message, it said, you should really show your face on YouTube more often because you're beautiful. I wanted to get to know this guy. I wanted to know who he was, and I wanted to know everything about him because I knew that I felt the same way about him that he felt about me.